Here's the analysis result for the guy you filled out the survey for. The result? C minus. This guy is below par. He has some issues to watch out for. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is mostly just talking big. Don't expect him to climb very high in his career. He might have fancy dreams and talk confidently about his ideas, but he doesn't have the drive or discipline to put in the hard work needed for true progress. While he wants things to go his way, he isn't one to sacrifice comfort or work long hours for success.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he usually keeps his cool on the outside and doesn't show anger or panic. However, he doesn't use setbacks as a chance to improve or push harder. Instead, he might give in easily or simply blame others without changing anything about his approach.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work will find him polite and easy to talk to since he doesn't lose his temper or create big drama. However, he likes to do things his own way and can be quite stubborn, which sometimes makes others feel ignored or not valued. Colleagues might work with him peacefully, but few will truly admire or trust him deeply.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you succeed in your career, he won't feel proud or inspired. He's more likely to feel threatened or uncomfortable, though he may not show it openly. He wants things to go his way and likes to be in control, so your success could make him quietly jealous or even a bit distant. Don't expect big support or genuine excitement from him. He may struggle to handle not being the center of attention.
What if you start earning more than him?
If you earn more than him, there's a good chance he will feel uneasy and quietly resentful. He likes things done his way and can be stubborn, so your higher earnings may bruise his pride even if he doesn't say it out loud. Instead of sharing joy, he could act polite on the surface but carry hidden feelings of jealousy or insecurity.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He's not the careful, organized type when it comes to money. He may spend on things he finds beautiful or enjoyable, sometimes without really thinking about the future or sticking to a budget. He's less likely to track every rupee or save up for big goals.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He's likely to pretend he's richer than he really is. He enjoys surrounding himself with beautiful or stylish things, even when his income doesn't truly allow for that kind of lifestyle. Be careful, what looks like confidence or taste could actually be covering up poor money habits.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He may seem polite on the outside, but he isn't truly warm or giving at heart. He's not the type to go out of his way to help someone in need, and you might find that kindness from him feels a bit formal rather than genuine. If someone around him needs real support, emotional or financial, he may not step forward or care much.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is likely to be secretive and try to control how things are done, especially when it comes to money. He won't easily share details or include you openly in financial decisions. He believes his way is the best, so he isn't comfortable letting someone else have a say.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He's more likely to think housework is mainly your job, not his. He can be quite stubborn about how things are done and prefers to stick to his own ways, often avoiding the effort that comes with daily chores. You may find yourself frustrated, feeling that the load of daily chores rests mostly on your shoulders.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He's more likely to stand on the side and supervise rather than roll up his sleeves and actually do the chores or change diapers. He may offer advice or tell you how to do things, but won't jump in and share the real workload. If you press him, he might lend a hand once in a while, but don't expect this to become a routine.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He mostly argues to prove he's right rather than trying to truly understand your side. Even if he stays calm and speaks politely, his main goal is to defend his own view and show that his way makes the most sense. He isn't likely to put himself in your shoes or offer real comfort.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he usually stays respectful and doesn't lash out with hurtful words or show aggression. You won't have to worry about shouting, insults, or scary outbursts. He tends to keep his cool even if he's irritated or upset. Instead, he might hold on to his own opinion even more firmly, becoming stubborn and closed off during arguments.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, he's not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He generally keeps his cool and doesn't snap or lose his temper easily. So you won't see sudden outbursts or shouting. Remember, a gentle voice does not always mean a gentle heart.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He finds it very hard to say sorry and admit when he's wrong. Instead of taking responsibility, he will more likely find a way to shift the blame onto you or insist that his way was right all along. This habit can make you feel blamed and alone, even when it's not your fault.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
He is likely to respect your boundaries on the surface, acting polite and not forcing you directly. However, because he believes his way is best and doesn't truly try to understand your feelings, he may push back in subtle ways, like nagging, insisting, or making you feel guilty when you say no. It's important to notice if you often feel pressured, even without loud arguments.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
Yes, he is likely to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. Even if he stays polite and doesn't argue, inside he might feel rejected or upset thinking you don't care about him or his needs. It's important for you to feel safe and respected, especially in such moments. Don't ignore this kind of behavior.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
You should be careful here. He may act polite in the moment, but with his habit of making things go his way and not truly valuing your feelings, there's a risk he might use private moments against you if there's ever a disagreement. While he isn't the type to shout or embarrass you openly, he could make subtle comments or hint at your private times to win an argument or prove a point. If this is important to you, pay attention to any early warning signs.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is more likely to be easily distracted by other women, especially if something catches his eye or seems exciting. His focus tends to shift toward things that please him in the moment, rather than sticking to deep connections and steady loyalty. If loyalty and trust matter to you, this could become a real concern in your relationship.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
He isn't usually the type to be openly possessive or jealous, and he won't make a big scene about what you do or who you meet. Instead, his control is quieter. He may insist that things go his way or expect you to agree with his choices without showing strong suspicion or anger. You may notice he handles things privately and keeps the rules in his favor, rather than trusting and sharing openly.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
Yes, in his case, what might look like a protective nature is really a sign of wanting control. He could use care or concern as a way to make decisions for you, insisting that his choices are for your good, even if you disagree. True protection means respecting your choices, not overriding them.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will most likely expect you to do most of the parenting work. While he may step in here and there, he won't see raising children as a true team effort. You may end up feeling like a single parent even when he's around.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will usually stay calm and not lose his temper. He is not the type to shout or have loud outbursts, even if he is disappointed or annoyed. Staying calm is good, but kids also need to feel understood and cared for when they make mistakes or feel sad.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
He's unlikely to fully support you in balancing your role as a mother and as your own person. While he may be polite and avoid open arguments, he expects things to be done his way and doesn't really try to understand your needs or ambitions outside the family. If you pursue your own dreams or need some space, he might become distant or even quietly resentful.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
Yes, this is the kind of man who might support your career in the beginning, but could later expect you to quit and focus only on family after you have a child. He wants things done his way and may see your main role as caring for the home and kids, especially once you become a mother. It's wise to talk openly about your future plans and watch carefully for any signs that he expects you to change once kids arrive.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He is likely to act polite to your parents on the surface, but not show real warmth or genuine care. He will probably use good manners and say the right things, but his interactions may feel formal and distant rather than truly affectionate or involved. You might notice that family gatherings stay polite but never become truly close. He is more likely to expect your family to adjust to him rather than making an effort to fit in with them.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will likely handle it calmly on the surface. He's not one to shout or lose his temper. However, instead of easing the situation, he may quietly grow more distant or stubborn, holding on to his own opinions even more tightly. He won't try to find middle ground or truly help calm things down.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
Yes, he is likely the kind of man who acts modern and open minded with you in private, but expects you to be a traditional supportive wife when his relatives are around. He may enjoy freedom and flexibility at home, but once family or society comes into the picture, he'll want you to follow old customs, dress a certain way, and behave according to traditional expectations. This can leave you feeling trapped between two worlds, never fully comfortable in either.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension with his family, he will most likely stay out of it or quietly side with them rather than support you openly. Even if he's polite, his first loyalty is often to his own habits and family, not to resolving things together. A partner should stand beside you in tough times, not just watch from the sidelines or put his family's wishes first.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He has a strong chance of being a mummy's boy, someone who puts his mother's wishes first, especially in family conflicts. Even if he acts politely with you, when push comes to shove, he'll likely stand with his mother or avoid taking sides openly. Real partnership means having each other's back, even when it's hard.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
Yes, he is quite likely to share details of your fights or private life with his mother or sister, especially if he feels unsure or wants to make himself look right. This means your personal problems may not stay just between the two of you, and you could find your private matters being discussed or judged by others without your say. This habit can make you feel exposed and unsupported, as if your trust is being broken.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, after all that analysis, we can conclude that this guy is a C minus. This guy is below par and he has some serious issues to watch out for. Day in and day out, being with this man can feel polite but lonely. On the surface, things may seem smooth because he keeps his cool and avoids open fights.